What is going on, everybody? My name is Ciara Lawler. Welcome to a very special episode of Movie Mondays. This is our 100th episode, and I am joined in person by my partner in crime this week, Mr. Sean. Me and Sean, we're in the same room.
It's ridiculous to be back.
Yes.
It's been months?
March, or it might have been late February.
That's the last time we saw each other in person.
I think it was March, maybe 12th or 13th was the last time we actually seen each other.
Yeah, because then Ireland went into full lockdown.
Yeah.
And then we just adapted. And we overcame.
And
we drank our own piss.
Some said I didn't need to. I was in my own home. But I said no.
I read a Facebook post that it would help.
Bear Grylls told me it would help. He's always recommending that. And so this is our very special 100th episode, and I just thought, instead of doing some movie news this week, I think we should do a very special Q&A, just as a kind of a celebratory thing for everything that's going on, and the fact that we are finally back in the same room.
Yeah, it's a lot of like celebrations coinciding at once, in a way.
I'm worried that the dynamic might be off.
I see, we've gotten so used to the phones and just being... I've never had to worry about what I look like when I'm speaking before, but now that's all that's on my mind.
I think you look fantastic, Sean.
Oh, Connor.
I'm lying to get his confidence up.
No.
Wait, no, I said the quiet bit.
He's used to muting himself when he slags me off.
Do you think, we're going to have a situation where we stop at the end of every sentence to let the other person in?
Maybe. There's going to be it's going to be weird not having to accommodate for the lag.
I think a lot of people will be on the same mindset that this whole global bastard has made you, I don't know, social situations are harder.
Yeah, like it's more to think about.
Conversations are tougher because you don't talk to anyone for 3 months at a time.
Yeah, what I found actually is that I met like a friend in the supermarket the other day, and I find I have not noticed how much I look at people's mouths when they speak, but because everyone's wearing a mask, I can get nothing from it. It's weird. My brain can't process it.
So you're just like listening to blah 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 blah.
That's why, yeah, nodding along.
There's no stretching the evenings at the minute, no.
Sure, the evenings are gone, boys.
The evenings are gone. Winter's coming in. So this is the Q&A. I threw it out to our loyal listeners.
Yes.
The beautiful people out there who give us a click every single week, and I asked them to send us in some questions for us to answer, and they have once again. They've come true.
Would you use the word droves?
I wouldn't want to use it,
but
it's there. There's an underlying current of droves.
A current of droves.
A current of droves.
Okay, well, that's all I want in a podcast.
And so, our first question is very simple. 100 podcasts, or rather 300, as...
3 shows a week, yeah.
3 shows a week for 100 weeks is 300. I'm no mathematician, Sean. But the first question is, 100 podcasts is an amazing achievement. Did you ever think you'd get here?
I don't think that I ever thought that we wouldn't get here, if it makes sense. I just figured we'd keep on doing it as long as we found it fun.
Yeah.
I never had like a number in my head.
I don't think that far ahead.
Yeah. Because I remember we celebrated the 50th week of doing it. Roughly 50 weeks ago, I would
say roughly around that, yeah.
But
once again, no mathematician.
No mathematician. But even then we were saying like it's kind of come really natural. Like we've just gotten into a rhythm of it now, just like, we do the shows at this time, at this part of the week. And the last few months even more so, because it's like, okay, Monday we jump on a call, Wednesday we jump on a call, Friday we jump on a call, you know. So I think it's just, we're in the habit of it now, and to stop would be weird.
It is weird. Like, I can't think of an idea if, say, there was 2 weeks where I didn't have to put a show together.
Yeah.
I would be, like, really freaked out slightly. Because it's just part of your daily routine, where on a Monday I'll be like, okay, well, what news is there this week? Let's throw it all into a document. Let's see what we have.
Yeah, and, like, throughout the week, just, like, researching, like, if you have a hero or zero to do that week. Just being like, this could be an interesting thing.
Yeah, like, I'm sitting at home, and then I'm watching, I don't know, Titans, or you could be watching anything, or Young Justice, you're like, that's a cool character. I wonder if there's more to them.
Yeah, I have a list on my phone of just like, potential future like characters, and I update it the whole time because there's so much just around in terms of superheroes that like there's endless content there.
And with weird news, I just think it was a lot tougher for us to convert to over the phone for weird news.
Yeah, that was the one that did us in.
And it wasn't that, I wouldn't say we were bad, I just think it was harder to, because with Movie Mondays and Hero Zero you can kind of work off, say Movie Mondays I say a news story and you go, I think this, and then you can kind of work together. Hero Zero is a report, that's fine. Weird News is a lot more back and forth.
Yeah.
It's a conversation, because I say something, someone does something mental and we just take the piss.
That's the thing, like the whole format of Weird News is like a riff on a weird story, and it's hard to riff when you can't really cut into each other as much as you could normally over the phone.
And you can't see each other, so you don't know what the other person is even thinking.
Exactly. Now, I think there is one kind of good thing that came from that, is that when we first started doing this, I had like the problem of you would say something and I would just like nod as being like, that's my answer,
yeah.
You know. But over the phone you can't do that, so I think I've fully gotten out with that habit now.
You speak your feelings now.
I'm not afraid to say who I am.
I'm always afraid. Every minute.
Constant.
It's just fear at all times.
That's what keeps you fresh, you know.
I'm just on the edge at all times.
That'll be all the coffee, I think.
I think so, yeah. And the cocaine.
He loves his cocaine.
You sprinkle it in for that extra jump. No, I think I'm probably most proud of the fact that we've just kept it up. I've never kept anything up this long, so...
Yeah, like... Sorry, I could have crossed you there.
No, please, continue.
And we're able to do that because we're not on the phone.
Yes.
No, I think having someone else involved as well kind of like makes you accountable in a weird way, because if I was just doing this on my own, I know full well I would not do 300 episodes.
No.
You know?
And yeah, I think I wouldn't be so, like, because I'm terrible at editing and shit, so I would not be, we both kind of... whatever the other person's shit at, the other person kind of picks it up.
Yeah,
so
that's why you're in charge of social media.
You barely have a Twitter account.
I know. I do one tweet every so often. I find my tweets actually get a couple of likes.
They do, because you don't post.
Because I don't post, so everyone gets a notification when I haven't tweeted in a while.
Then you get 7 likes and you roll into the studio thinking all that.
Like, well, dickhead.
Okay, we're going to move on to our next question. Also, I should say thank you everyone for sending in all the questions.
Yes.
Just a massive shout out to everyone who took the time to even send us 1 question, 10 questions. It was just really, really nice to see everyone coming in. So, next question was, what postponed movie are you most looking forward to seeing?
It's not even one that I've seen much from, but we were meant to get Eternals this year, and I really want to see Eternals.
I don't agree with... well, not that I don't agree.
No, but
I probably aren't... I'm not as interested in the Eternals as you are. But, Sean, really quickly, just because we're in the same room, could you describe the Eternals?
Well, the Eternals, basically, the Celestials experimented on the Dawn Ape, right? And these created Eternals.
It's been months, yes! Any drop of the Eternals, I always get to ask.
I've been honing my skills.
Okay.
So there's fucking Celestials, there's Eternals and Deviants, and basically Eternals have proliferated mythology of humans over all the millennia, and now they protect the Earth from aliens and shit.
In English, please.
Oh, sorry, Poindexter.
I'm in.
No, but that's why, like, I want to see how they handle the Eternals, and probably won't get it now till 2022 at the earliest.
Maybe late 2021.
Yeah.
If you want to be that brave, but probably 2022.
Yeah, so that's... obviously, there's a load of movies that got cancelled and pushed out. That New Mutants, for example.
True.
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die.
But that's kind of the one that I was most curious about.
Yeah.
How about you?
Wonder Woman, probably.
84, yeah.
I wasn't actually that... Not that I wasn't excited. Like, Wonder Woman 1 is a really good movie. It kind of falls flat there last third. But it's a really good movie for the first 2 thirds. And I was like, oh, that's the best DC movie they have. But for some reason, I just wasn't that excited for Wonder Woman 1984. I think it was just because of all the changes with, like, Henry Cavill and Justice League being basically meaning nothing now.
Yeah.
And then you have Affleck is out as well. And there was just a lot of changes. But the second trailer that came out, I think, at the DC Fandom 2 weeks ago, I think that's a really good trailer.
It really is.
And I watched it and I was like, oh shit, this is going to be good. I forgot that, like, oh, Patty Jenkins is really good.
Yeah, and like a lot of people were saying like, oh, the first Wonder Woman movie was a fluke for DC, kind of. That like they'll never reach that again. If they reach that with the next Wonder Woman film, then the common denominator of good DC movies is, you know, Wonder Woman and Patty Jenkins. And
she signed on for a third one as well.
Yeah.
So just milk the cow. If it's there, like...
Absolutely, and get Steve Trevor back again.
Bring Chris Pine back again. He just keeps dying at the end of every movie.
Just transition it into the Star Trek universe.
Like, every time he's like, guys, I'm back again, Sean Head.
No, another plane crash.
He keeps running over hills waving. He's like, I'm back. A plane just crashes into him.
Eventually it gets to the point that he's introduced in the first 5 minutes and killed in the first 6.
No, he's introduced in the cockpit at the start of the next movie. I'm going down, Diana. Yeah. I'm taking the bombs with me.
I'm doing the Steve Rogers on it.
She's like, yeah, alright.
Yeah, you'll be back.
Okay, so number 3 is, what postponed movie do you think should be postponed indefinitely? And
that's a filthy question.
My 2 answers were James Bond or the New Mutants, but New Mutants is now out.
It is.
So probably James Bond.
Not that it's bad, and not that it doesn't look good, but it's the one I have no interest at all in.
New Mutants also, I would have been happy if they just never put it out for the comedy of just never putting it out.
If they just shelved it forever.
Like, just leave it.
Like, but then it would just live on a shelf, and it would come out in 20 years, and everyone would be like, this was a sleeper hit that never came out.
A cult classic.
Yeah. It'd be like that Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, is that the 90s one?
Yeah. The one that they just never put out. They only made it to keep the license. And now there's this weird cult following, and everyone thinks no one thinks it's great, but everyone thinks it's entertaining.
It's terrible.
It's awful. It's so bad.
They just made it so they could keep the licenses.
It's ridiculous. But I think, like, James Bond is just... It needs to be refreshed because we have so many better spy movies now. And
the worst part about it is Daniel Craig knows that.
Yeah.
And we know that he knows that. So, like, he has come out and is like, I would rather kill myself than do another James Bond. And they were like, we'll give you $140 million for 2 movies. He's like...
I mean, that's a sweet deal.
Fine, but he knows. He doesn't want to be there.
No.
Nobody wants it. I think the word is refreshing. Like, it needs a massive rehaul.
Yeah.
It needs to go away.
Like, the effect that Casino Royale had on James Bond, it needs that again.
And the main issue was they got rid of Brosnan maybe 02, 03, but there was a gap to maybe 05, 06. There wasn't a long gap, but it was a completely different tone.
Yeah, because Brosnan was very silly by the end.
Yeah.
And then it went full serious, and people really liked it. Like, Casino Royale is one of the best rated.
But I don't think if you can do that again, because you can't get more serious unless you get more silly.
Yeah, but then it becomes Kingsman.
Yeah, and Kingsman will do it better.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited to see The King's Man as well when that comes out.
That looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in terms of movies that we're looking forward to.
Question 4. Pelp is amazing.
Yes.
Thank you very much. That is the Patreon exclusive Lazarus pit. For anyone who doesn't know, that is...
Someone asked this. This isn't a plug.
Every month we just review an old movie. The question is, are you enjoying reviewing old movie, and what movies, and what's next on the watch list?
Ooh, well, first of all, I love the Pelp. I think it's a good excuse.
I don't like the Pelp name. I like the Pelp concept.
I came up with Pelp on the spur of the moment, and I've decided it's going to stick forever.
Lazarus Pit is such a cooler name.
Because it's great, because Lazarus Pit was one of the things that we talked about we had a meeting before we started this podcast, and one of the things we talked about was the Lazarus Pit, which is a series where we bring old movies back from the dead, as it were. And then I've just taken that. Yeah, I fucked it and said, no, it's Patreon exclusive Lazarus Pit. And then my lizard brain said, all those letters spell something.
They do, but like, Lazarus Pit's such a way cooler name.
It is. One of the, I think, original pitched names for this podcast was the Lazarus Pit.
It was, but we had some terrible names.
We had awful.
Truly, I had some really bad ones.
Dude, you had some awful ones.
You said come up with some names, and I am not good at that stuff.
Yeah. The Martha Takeover, was that what it was called?
Because I think Batman vs Superman had come out.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was funny.
That Martha was so key
so
to that
just
plot.
the Martha takeover.
Yeah, because we used to have a show called The Tuesday Takeover.
Yeah.
And so the Martha takeover was the logical next step.
You have to throw some stuff at the wall, Sean. Something's going to stick.
Yeah, my one did.
Yeah, yours did, actually, to be fair. Are you enjoying reviewing the old movies, though?
Yeah, like loving it.
Maybe not the bad ones.
Not the bad ones.
We've done Daredevil and Batman and Robin for the last 2 months.
That's true. So do you want to reveal what's the next one? The one for September?
Well, what's next on the watch list is The Incredibles.
Ba 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 ba.
Well done. That is my favourite movie of all time, so I'm very excited to give that a review. If you have any other movies, we always throw it out to the Patreons to give any recommendations for movies, because we've just got a hat.
Yeah, we just pick from it.
We just throw all the ideas into a hat, so if you have any ideas, send them in, because we don't mind. We'll throw anything into a hat. Patrons can message us on the Patreon page. That'd be probably the best way to contact us. Anyone else, you can just go through the Twitter or Facebook, and we will throw them all in, and we just pull out one every single month. And luckily, thankfully, because we had Batman and Robin and Daredevil back to back, and I think my heart wouldn't have taken a third bad one.
That's the thing. Like, you were drawing the slip of paper, and there was a moment where it was like, if that's not good, he's God knows what he's going to do.
I'm not doing it. I'm giving up.
Just tip the hat over.
So we are doing Incredibles, and prepare to hear me gush about that movie.
Oh, that's going to be like a 2-hour Lazarus Pit.
It's absolutely.
Maybe 48 hours.
I'm still doing it now. So the next question is, you both always seem to buy each other gifts for birthdays and Christmas.
We do.
What's the best gift you've received from your partner in crime?
Oh, thank God they said in crime there.
Well, I have Pokemon Emerald from Christmas. That was probably the best present, just because I said to you, like, in June of last year, I just love Pokemon Emerald.
Yeah.
Because Pokemon Emerald was a game I played when I was 10, and then I think I lost it, and I just spent all my childhood looking for it, and I spent a load of time on Amazon and everywhere, and I couldn't find one that was less than €60.
Yeah.
So I'm not spending €60 on
an old game.
On an old game. Like, it's a game from 2004. Like, what? And I think Pokemon Ruby was like a tenner, and then Pokemon Emerald was €60.
Yeah, because Emerald is like Ruby and Sapphire. It's the next step on from that, isn't it?
And I just remember saying that to you, and that was like a running gag. And then at Christmas you pulled out a box that had the Pokemon on the front, who's like the legendary Rayquaza. And that was made in a 3D printer.
Yeah.
And inside that cartridge was the Pokemon Emerald game, and I freaked out.
It was pretty good.
So that was pretty good. I think
and we
you
recorded
yourself.
that happening.
Yes. What about yourself?
Oh, it's a toss-up between M. Night Shyamalan's The Happening.
Different standards.
No, actually, Connor got me a t-shirt of the Orb, who the Orb is one of my favourite Marvel characters, or comic characters in general.
He's terrible.
He's great. He has an eyeball for a head. But Connor found merch of the Orb.
Do you know how hard that was to find? Nobody knows who the fuck the Orb
No,
is.
It's me and you and maybe one other person who makes merch.
The person who made that shirt and the creator of the Orb.
But it's so cool because it's like a black and white image of the Orb riding a motorcycle. But just the eyeball is green. And green's my favourite colour. And that's my favourite shirt
He's
now.
a badass.
It's really good.
Such a badass guy, isn't he?
The original Orb, he rode on his face for a bit. And that's why he had to wear a helmet with an eyeball on it. It was weird.
Go back to that Hero Zero.
It's fucking great. That's one of my favourites.
It's such a bad character.
But you also got me this year for my birthday. It's a mug with Nicolas Cage's face on it. And it says, "You're my national treasure."
Because National Treasure 2, Book of Secrets, is your favourite movie.
I still think about it to this day. I thumbed through the Wikipedia, by the way.
Oh, stop.
The script is in place for National Treasure 3.
Fingers crossed it doesn't happen. Can I go back to that postponed indefinitely question?
No!
Okay, our next question is Dream Team Project. So that is director, actors or film. It's kind of a big question. I have an idea in mind, but it's kind of a loose way. I had James Gunn directing.
I'm on board.
A Nightwing film.
Ooh.
I was going to go Taika, but I think Taika will go too mental.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to be too mental. I think James Gunn would do comedy and then the darkness of Bloodhaven and all that.
Yeah, I like that.
And Nightwing, after breaking off from Batman, and he's his own character in Bloodhaven trying to make his own way.
So he's established as a character already.
Deathstroke is the villain.
Oh.
You can also get away with Bane if you want to use Batista. But Deathstroke could be the villain with Joe Manganiello is pretty good as Deathstroke. I think he's pretty well cast.
Yeah. He has the build of it, you know.
And in terms of Nightwing, I couldn't figure out who to cast because everybody I cast was like 30.
Yeah.
And I think they all have to be kind of younger. So that means you'd have to pick an unknown actor, which I think would be pointless for this process because I think the idea is like you fantasy pick. You're not going to pick like some actor who's the third extra in a TV show nobody's heard of.
Yeah, but they're up and coming.
They're up and coming, which that might be the best way to go about it. If they're 22 and they look like Nightwing, go with that. But for the sake of this question, I might go either Richard Madden or Zac Efron as Nightwing.
That's pretty good. I like Madden.
Richard Madden as Nightwing with Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke, directed by James Gunn in Bloodhaven.
That's really cool. And that would be like dark, but also James Gunn has proved he can do superhero stuff again and again. And I like as well the age difference between Manganiello and Madden or Efron, say. Because it's like Deathstroke he is older than Nightwing. He doesn't age, really.
He is meant to be like 50.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like Joe Manganiello is 50, I think, or at least late 40s.
He's looking well for 50.
He's looking great. He plays D&D with a load of celebrities. It's unreal.
Cool dude.
Cool dude. He stole the hand of Vecna.
Not so cool, you.
Oh no. No, I really like that combo.
I was going to go Taika as director because Taika is my favourite director, but I think that would be too silly. Even though Nightwing is a silly character, I think it is also serious as well. So James Gunn kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah, because James Gunn can do good comedy.
But also he is probably darker than Taika.
He has a more twisted kind of look on things, I think, which works for Bloodhaven, which is worse than Gotham?
Worse than Gotham,
Worse than Gotham, yeah.
What about yourself?
Mine, again, very up in the air, but I want John Hamm to play an older, broken down Johnny Cage, Ghost Rider.
Interesting.
Johnny Blaze, sorry. Johnny Cage is from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I was thinking, that's a strange job.
Older, broken down Johnny Blaze. And I want Edgar Wright to direct it.
Oh, yes.
Because I want Johnny Blaze to, die in, quote-unquote, die in one last big stunt. And then he gets the powers of Ghost Rider.
Right.
And I just think Edgar Wright doing motorcycles and chains and sin would be a very good combination.
I think for the two of us, it's Edgar Wright, Taika, or James Gunn.
Yeah, those are like the big three.
I think
or the Russos.
Or the Russos. I mean, if you want to make money, you go with the Russos.
If you want to spend money,
the Russos, they had that run of Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if anyone's ever going to top that 4 in a row.
And some of the best episodes of Community.
True. Good show. I think dream projects are kind of weird because we can pick all of our favourite people, but maybe they don't work. Maybe they do. So you could have Richard Madden, but he's clearly older than Pattinson, and I don't know if that would work, but also I just think he has the looks. Richard Madden maybe 10 years ago would have been perfect. Yeah,
start of Game of Thrones kind of Richard Madden.
But if you're going to go an older Batman, then I think that wouldn't be a bad idea.
A bat idea?
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that.
No, we're not doing that. Okay, next question. What do you miss the most since the global bastard hit?
Ooh. I mean, travel. To go somewhere would be nice. I want to say I miss the pubs, but also I don't really.
No.
You know, I miss being able to be here, will we nip in for one on the way home after work?
And before work.
And during work.
And maybe at lunchtime for a few.
I have the can for lunch.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
But I miss seeing people as well. I haven't seen you since February, March.
My answer was that I hadn't got to meet up with Sean since March.
Lies.
No, that is true.
You wrote cans.
Cans, lads. I just miss generally getting to go somewhere without being stressed that this is the time I'm gonna die.
Yeah, there's fear every time you leave the house now. Yeah, the world's a bit fucked.
And I think the most I miss is just getting to... is the freedom to kind of like just hang out with yourself if you want it. Just meet up. Do a show
just
together.
do you fancy meeting up today?
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, you can't do that now.
No, you have to like arrange it. Like, okay, I'm going to be down at this time, and we'll have an hour and 45 minutes in this location.
We have to go.
We have
do
to
not
go.
turn up late.
Do not. It's booked.
Yeah. Okay. Next question is: what was your favourite movie as a child?
How young are we talking?
I would say maybe 10 and under.
Oh, when I was 10, probably one of the Star Warses. Or what year
No,
the
we go
Pirates?
9 and under because Incredibles came out in 2004.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Right.
What year did Pirates of the Caribbean come out?
Oh God, that might be 03.
I'm going to go with that one.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's a very good answer.
Fucking love that movie. Dressed up as Jack Sparrow for Halloween one year.
If you were 9 years old, he is the coolest
He's
guy.
the coolest motherfucker in the world.
Yeah. I would say, I think it depends on what age. Like, the Power Rangers movie, I watched that movie on a loop when I was like 6.
You've mentioned this, that you would rent it
like,
again and
on
again
a
and
loop,
again.
I watched that movie. With Ivan Ooze. What a badass.
What a legend.
We had to stop. He was going to win, Sean.
I had to stop him every week.
I was morphing up. Right? Or a Goofy movie.
Goofy movie is quality.
I do love a Goofy movie.
Yeah.
And then The Incredibles. I mean,
A classic, as we will get into.
a classic, as we will get into. Our next question is ranking of all of the live-action Batman movies. Can you rank them? This includes BVS and Justice League.
Okay, so put them on the bottom.
So we've got 1989.
Okay.
We've got Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. We've got Begins, Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Rises, Batman vs Superman, and Justice League.
Okay.
I mean, Justice League is Batman and Robin.
Which one is more offensive?
I had less fun watching Justice League than I had watching Batman and Robin.
Yes, and we'll say it's the theatrical cut because we've not seen the new cut of Justice League.
The Snyder cut.
The Snyder cut.
I'm sure it's grand.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm not sure how much they can fix in that scenario.
But I didn't have fun watching it.
Yeah.
Whereas Batman and Robin, I also didn't have fun watching it, but there is one or two scenes that are so dumb. They're kind of amusing.
Yeah. And it was like a weird transition from the 60s Batman to the modern Batman in a lot of ways.
So I would go Justice League bottom, then Batman and Robin, then you have 89 Returns, Forever, you have the Nolan trilogy, and you have BVS.
In that order?
Are you going to go with BVS third last?
Oh.
89 Returns?
Returns, I feel kind of just fades away.
Yeah,
a lot of the time.
It's too dark.
Yeah.
It has the really cool moment where Catwoman does all the flips and then says meow and it explodes.
Great.
That's a badass scene.
One of the best.
But it also has the bit where Danny DeVito eats that man's nose.
Yeah, doesn't he eat a fish live as well?
I remember watching that as a kid and it scarred me quite viciously because I was like, I love Batman. I don't love this.
I don't love this,
No.
Batman. Yeah, I think I would put maybe 89 above Returns.
Yeah, I think so.
And then Forever above that.
But BVS is third last.
Yeah.
Even though it has the warehouse scene, but he does have a gun.
He does splatter a man's brains against the wall.
He does kill
as well.
several people. He does kill people in 89 in Returns as well, though. He drops a guy down and he drops a grenade on him.
There's no evidence that man is dead.
We don't actually see the body.
Never see the body. That man became Two-Face.
See, that Batman scene in BVS with the warehouse, though, is one of the best Batman scenes put on film.
That is true. And I do like in Justice League the future Batman stuff when he's in like the army gear. I think that's just a cool look.
I would go Returns third last, then BVS, then 89.
Okay.
Are 89 over Forever? I know, Forever is actually ridiculous.
It's ludicrous.
It is ludicrous, yeah. I forgot Jim Carrey and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
his buffoonery.
89 is better than Forever.
Absolutely. 89 was like, people realised, oh, Batman is, like, he's more serious than Adam West let on.
Is the Nolan trilogy the top 3 then?
I think so. Like,
Maybe not The Dark Knight Returns. I would have 89 maybe a third.
I'll put it there. You know what? I would put 89 above Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. And so it's Dark Knight Rises 4th, 89 third, and then you have the top 2 of Begins or The Dark Knight.
I think it goes...
Depends what you're looking at. Are you looking at best Batman movie or best movie?
Yeah.
Because I think there's different answers.
I think Batman is great in Batman Begins. I think the Joker is outstanding in The Dark Knight.
The way I always look at it is Batman Begins is the most true Batman movie.
Yeah.
But The Dark Knight is the best movie out of the trilogy.
Yes. So if we're ranking live action Batmans,
I would go Begins above The Dark Knight.
I would put Begins first.
But if you're going best movie, I would go Dark Knight above Begins.
Above most movies.
Yeah, above a lot of movies. Yeah, but I think, yeah, as you said, The Dark Knight is a combo of he's reacting to Joker. Whereas in Begins, it is his movie.
Exactly. I do think the Joker is the star of The Dark Knight.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's kind of a list. So
yeah, you can rewind and then put that in order.
Yeah.
Anyone listening.
10, we have, if you could experience one movie again, what would it be?
Ooh. Thor Ragnarok?
Thor Ragnarok.
But I want to not know that the Hulk is in it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Because you like the Hulk.
I love the Hulk. I'm a big Hulk stan.
Yeah.
So if he just bashed into that like gladiator arena, I think that'd be unreal if you had no idea he was in it.
Oh yeah, that's actually a really good answer. I had a few ideas here. I thought the Infinity War, like the ending.
Yeah.
I remember being in the cinema and everyone was just dead silent, and the silence, and it was packed, and nobody moved when like he snaps.
Yeah.
And there's the bit where Thanos is in the field, and everyone was just kind of watching it. And we're like, what the fuck is going on?
The like that last line from Steve Rogers is like, we lost.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to black.
That's really good. I also have Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, I knew you'd say this one, I think.
Or the Lego movie. Because the Lego movie is so good.
That's a great one.
I love the Lego movie. And I remember walking over laughing, and there was just me and a bunch of 6-year-olds. And I was like, what a fucking movie, lads.
That's unreal. Those are all like excellent choices. A couple more I was thinking of was any of the Cornetto trilogy.
Oh yeah.
Maybe specifically Hot Fuzz.
Yes.
Because the comedy in that.
When he drop kicks that old woman, that always makes me laugh.
It's so good.
She pulls out a shotgun and he just drop kicks the face off her.
And like a lot of the ones I was thinking of was superhero movies. Like if I could watch Spider-Man 2 again.
Well, we could do superhero movies, but there's lots of just general movies that are like Shawshank Redemption. You could watch that again.
Yeah.
Like if you've never seen it before, a lot of movies say you're like, oh, it's only a one and done. Like you watch it, you wouldn't go back and watch it every year.
Yeah.
Maybe one of those movies if you took a different stance. Like if it was more of a drama, like 12 Years a Slave, great movie, but I don't know how many times I'm watching it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not like a repeat viewing kind of thing. But like, I think as well as that, we know so much about movies going in, like just from trailers and stuff, that I sometimes feel like I've already seen a movie when I'm watching it.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, like Joker.
Yeah, no,
Saw heaps of that.
Oh jeez, I didn't want to watch any of it.
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
True. That's because they put the whole movie of Amazing Spider-Man in trailers.
It's like 45 minutes of that movie is
Why
available
would
in
you
the
do
trailer.
That? Just take scenes out of 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And just leave it. And the next trailer, maybe an extra minute and a half.
But like
splice some of the same scenes in.
But like Endgame, half of that trailer was older movies that we'd already seen.
And half of it was made up. They just made it in a studio.
It was fake.
If you could hang out with one celebrity, past or present, who would it be?
See, I don't think I want to hang out with any celebrities.
No, I'm not a big on celebrities in any way.
No, like I'm not into not like hero worship kind of thing. And it's fine if you would like, oh, I'd love to meet, Tom Hanks or something like that.
I would like to meet Tom Hanks, but I don't know if I'd be like...
We have nothing in common.
But Tom would make sure you had some.
That's true.
He'd be nice enough.
Actually, there's 3 celebrities I know of that I would have something in common with.
Okay.
David Fincher is really into woodwork.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan is real into anime.
Yes.
And who was the third
I just
one?
want to meet Michael B. Jordan.
I do want to meet Michael B. Jordan a little bit. And as I said, Joe Manganiello was real into D&D.
Okay. If
I could play D&D with Joe Manganiello, that would be fun.
Oh, that's good. That is good. The three nicest people I can think of in Hollywood are The Rock,
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds,
Pretty good.
and Tom Hanks. If you had dinner with any of them, I think you'd have a good chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think they'd all keep it going.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds would be great.
To go out with Ryan Reynolds would be unreal, I think.
But I date him.
No one like go out in the town.
I date him.
Who wouldn't?
Move over, Blake.
Graham Norton would be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
He would have some stories.
And he would be very good at keeping the conversation going.
Absolutely. And you would and it wouldn't be any pressure. You would just sit around drinking Prosecco.
It's weird that we don't actually have any, like, top choices. We just have nice people that we think are nice. Ellen, she seems...
Ellen is she'll keep the conversation going. Isn't she great?
Nothing's come out about her, has it?
Yeah, Jimmy. Which one don't I like?
Don't say Savile. Jimmy who?
Fallon?
Oh, Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
No. I like Kimmel more than I like Fallon.
Yeah, Kimmel's the one that doesn't laugh at everything.
No,
right?
and he has the feud with Affleck.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Damon. Yeah.
Damon.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry if that's a bad answer, but...
I would say the Ryan Reynolds or The Rock. Not because I just think they're nice people and I have a chat with them.
They seem decent.
Yeah. And next question is your favourite food?
Ooh, pizza or burgers?
Pizza or burgers.
I think I'll go pizza with pepperoni, ham, mushroom.
And burgers on them.
And a little bit of a burger,
Burger.
Just grate it over the top.
Just grate over that burger,
Yeah.
Huh? Sushi is
Sushi, yeah.
I'll inhale sushi.
I do quite like a sushi. There's nowhere near me that does sushi, though.
There's a place about half an hour from me. And
that's pretty good.
when I was working, I used to work around there.
Yeah.
And so at lunchtime I would get to leave and walk 5 minutes and just
sushi all the time.
Spend all my day's wages on sushi.
It properly fills you though, because it's all the rice and stuff. Like,
explodes in your tummy.
What's your favourite? What's your order in sushi?
Oh, just give me a sushi set.
Oh, really? Just
everything.
like a platter?
Just give me everything you got and I'll inhale it.
Okay.
And it's a waste of money because it's 20 quid and it's gone in 4 minutes.
And you don't savour it at all, just down the hatch.
I don't need to taste it, I just need it gone. If you could only have one type of alcohol for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Excellent question. You start.
I'll start.
Disinfectant.
Disinfectant, bleach. A good hand sanitizer wouldn't go astray.
At least 70%. Yeah.
I don't actually drink any alcohol, so I would be the worst man to ask here. But I do have an alcoholic friend that can help you out.
I'm not an alcoholic friend. I'm an alcoholic.
Acquaintance.
I really like red ales, but I also like dark rums. So, but I think for like...
Do all your drinks have like a colour before the start? Like,
well, look, the blue lager's a weird one.
Blue lager, yeah. What about a Guinness?
A Guinness. I like Guinness, but it's too heavy.
Yeah, it's like a stew.
Yeah, it's a meal. Like I was walking through town one day, and this was last summer when you used to be allowed to like go into pubs and just see people.
Madness.
And there was these old lads sitting outside like the oldest old man bar in town, and they were sitting outside in like 30-degree weather drinking pints of Guinness.
Oh, lovely.
Like pints upon pints upon pints. And I was just like, I would be in a heap just from... it would be like Christmas dinner. I'd be so full. But I think Smithwick's Red Ale, I think, just for longevity. Because if I drink rum every day for the rest of my life... Not every day. I'm not that bad.
No, every day.
Every day.
You wash your tea out and it's like...
Sterile, you know.
You're drinking one right now.
I'm not drinking. I'm drinking a My Waddy.
That I made you, yes.
Yeah, in a Smithwick's glass.
True,
as it goes.
actually. Yeah. I just on nights out in college, I used to bring Vimto.
The purple fucking grape
that thing
drink
would make you be bouncing off walls. It was.
You were dancing more than anyone.
Honest to God, I'm a devil for a dance now. But they'd be all drinking and pre-drinking or whatever. Do you remember pre-drinks? They were the days. Like.
Oh, great
and
times.
So pre-drinking, and then I would just be there with me cans of Vimto. Sure, I only need one. And then, like if I gave you 6 cans of Vimto, you're not going to drink it all.
No,
but. They're expecting me to keep up with them. They're like down in pints.
Oh yeah, like as they're getting through. can.
And they're like, "You want to do a round?" No, I'm after having 3 Cokes. No, I'm alright.
I will, lad. Go on. Not a Red Bull there.
Just shake.
Just vibrating.
Okay, next question. What are the biggest challenges you faced or have faced in making the podcast?
Ooh.
Mine would be times.
Yeah.
Like sorting out times. Like around Christmas it was mental because we were both working retail and we were just trying to do the 3 episodes a week or whatever. And my big thing would probably be making sure each week is as good as the last week. And sometimes you don't hit that and sometimes you do hit it. But if I come out of an episode thinking, that was alright, then I'm like, oh, that's grand. But most weeks I come out thinking, just that was shite.
That was shite. I can't believe we're putting that out.
These poor fuckers have to listen to that.
Yeah, I think timing is a big one. Just because, like, any time you have people with 2 different schedules, finding a few hours in the day to record something is going to be tough. And I think, like, the fact that we've kind of gotten better, certainly the Movie Mondays and the Hero or Zeros, those can kind of be done over the phone in a pinch now at this point. Like, if everything gets locked down again, obviously we're going to go back to that. But if one of us is just like, look, I cannot be there to record in person. I've worked every way I can, but it's not going to happen. At least we have that in our back pocket.
Like, my thing would be try and organise hanging out with your friends.
Yeah.
Just even ask, like, when are you free? Oh, well, I'm not free on this day, this day, this day. Well, what time are you free? This day.
Exactly, yeah.
Like,
and then
it's
someone
the same
cancels
thing.
inevitably.
Yeah.
But that's the biggest roadblock, I think.
And weird news over the phone was a massive learning curve.
Yeah. And we talked about that. It's a different energy. It's a different way you have to present it.
Okay, we're moving on. How has your relationship changed since starting the podcast?
Now, here's the thing, because, like, I went to college. Oh, you were a year above me in college, first of all.
I'm very old.
You're very ancient, in fact. But some of the people I've gone to college with, I don't speak to now. Not out of any reason.
Yeah.
We're drifted apart, say. But you and I, we have a reason to talk. Like, definitively, we talk every week.
At least 3 times a week.
At least 3 times a week. Sometimes more. Sometimes we do actually chat just in person.
Just weird. We don't just start, well, what's going on?
Yeah.
Welcome to Weird News.
There's a bit of preamble of, like, how are you?
How was your day?
Yeah. And so I think we're definitely better friends because of doing this, but our way of talking about things has changed. Because we wouldn't talk about, say, a new trailer dropped. We wouldn't talk about that with each other in our spare time. But we would say, oh, I can't wait to talk about that because there's a load of stuff I'm interested in.
There's, like, unwritten rules that you can't talk comic books to each other, or movies. You can talk about everything else, but...
Everything in between,
but you're not allowed to bring up any trailer you've seen recently, which would be the one thing we would go to immediately if we were just chatting. Yeah,
exactly. Like, when the Endgame trailer dropped, I remember I was in work, and you texted me, just like, oh, this is out. Don't say anything.
don't talk to me, because I want them fresh. Because if you said it to me and then said it on the podcast, I'd be like, yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, okay.
Or you'd have a calculated answer already.
Yeah, I don't think that's half as fun.
No.
I just think it's made us better friends.
I definitely think, not to, we're the most self-deprecating people in the world, you prick.
Yeah.
But I think we're good friends.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
For now. Until the
alcoholism gets me.
Yeah, until I have to take out a sewer. Come on, buddy, get out of there.
Got wine wrapped in a paper bag.
No, I'm fine. Avengers.
Just commenting on
a Hulk. Here's why the Hulk is the best Marvel movie, Connor.
Cameras.
Next question. The global bastard has turned the movie world upside down. What do you miss the most, and what do you think will happen next? The cinema near me is open at the minute. I'm still too nervous to go to it. I'm the same.
Yeah, like I just don't think that's a good idea, and I miss being able to say, oh, I'll drop into a film, because I used to go see films on my own all the time.
Yeah.
Just being like, I've got 2 or 3 hours to kill.
People think that's weird, but I've gone to see many a film by myself as well.
I love it. I think it's great. I think everyone should do it once, and if you don't like it, that's fine. But I don't think...
You're not talking to anyone anyway.
Exactly. You're sitting in a dark room, looking straight ahead for the most part.
And I always find, say, after a movie and you come out and you're with your friends, they want to talk about it immediately.
Yeah.
And I'm terrible at that. So, like, the movie finishes and I've watched it and then I might go, that was good or that was bad. But other than any other thoughts, I'm kind of useless. Other than, wasn't it cool when that scene happened?
Yeah, like, I get very wrapped up in... I get very wrapped up in kind of the romanticism of going to the cinema sometimes. And so, even if a movie's not great... I'm just happy to have gone to the cinema.
Look, you're a lovely lad.
I
wouldn't
like,
be that now.
I like to be positive, you know.
And like, I'm a negative nitty.
I came out of Rise of Skywalker, and it was... I went in on Christmas Eve, because I had a few...
We recorded our Q&A for Christmas.
Yeah, we did it at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yes,
and
at
then
6 o'clock in the morning, yeah.
I was going down to meet my girlfriend's family for lunch, and so I arrived there hours before everyone else.
You've been up since 5:30.
I've been up since 5:30, so I was just like... You know, I went into Tesco, I got like a muffin and a cup of tea.
Cause, yeah, we've been up since 5:30 and we did like a 4-hour recording session the day before Christmas Eve.
It was ridiculous. And so I went in there with my little snacks and I was just like, I'm going to go somewhere warm and dark for a little while. Went in and watched The Rise of Skywalker because we were talking about it a couple of days after Christmas, I think. Yeah. And then... I came out of it and I was just like, oh, I enjoyed that, but I just enjoyed being out of the cold.
Yeah, you were just delusional at that point.
It was that or spend £9 on a sandwich in Costa.
Oh, absolutely not. Go away from me. £9 for a sandwich. Yeah, that happened to me. You know when you have like €7 in your hand or whatever, you have the money or you have a note in your hand and then it comes up to more, and you have that moment where, oh, okay, and you have to go back into your pocket
and then it's just like, I guess I'll pay by card.
Please. Next question. A movie character you'd most like to be. I have some ideas here.
Okay, fire them away.
Well, obviously the obvious answer to me would be Superman, because you're indestructible.
Yeah, fair.
There's no kryptonite, doesn't exist, so I would be
Surely if Superman exists, kryptonite would exist.
I'd be king of the world. You could be Captain America.
Great, yeah. Never age.
Miss Trunchbull from Matilda.
Interesting.
Just like to make fat kids eat chocolate cake.
It's a good looking cake.
Eat it. And Jar Jar Binks, maybe. That might be the most like me.
Just always Mr. Magoo your way into situations.
I'd be Mr. Magoo my way into situations, but also getting out of them by just being cool.
I don't think Jar Jar Binks has ever been cool.
They're my 4 options. Superman, Cap, there's a small drop off. Jar Jar.
The level there is... I think Miss Trunchbull is better than Jar Jar.
Yeah, I think Miss Trunchbull, I mean, she's a tank. I'd be happy enough being that big.
She's an Olympic shot putter.
Yeah, I'd fuck kids up.
Throw them over a hedge.
I'd fuck all kids over a hedge. Bang!
Gone. Out of my hair. I might go like, maybe boring, but Spider-Man.
Yeah, I thought you might go Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's not a lot of high-rises in Ireland though. So.
No, you wouldn't be swinging that much.
No, maybe not the Orb. Not the Orb.
Nobody wants to be the Orb.
Nobody wants to be that. Mysterio.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Well,
you'd be Jake Gyllenhaal. You'd look like Jake Gyllenhaal.
I could become Jake Gyllenhaal.
You could take his identity, yes.
Oh my god. I think I'll do that. I'll have that one, please, sir.
Next question. Favourite animated movie?
Oh, interesting.
Mine's easy. It's The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Fair. Oh, animated movie. See, there's one, it's an Irish movie. It's Song of the Sea.
I thought you were going to start talking about that Christmas movie again.
Oh, forgot about Olive the Other Reindeer.
Go away from me.
I forgot about... Do you know, I watched that the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, it's a great watch.
It's September.
Look, it's festive to me.
It's true.
No, because I was on a string of like Futurama songs that they play, and Dan Castellaneta's in All of the Other Reindeer, but also Spider-Verse is unreal.
Yes. Oh, Spider-Verse is actually a great shout.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm going to go Spider-Verse.
Okay. Bought for you by somebody I know.
It's a pretty good gift.
Yeah.
I would say.
Who bought you that?
It's no Boba Fett bobblehead.
Oh, yeah. That was the first Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got you a Batman with bendy legs.
And it was a terrible Batman.
It's awful.
Next question is favourite rom-com. I have a few.
Okay.
But there's one thing I'm not going to say here. When Harry Met Sally is not a good movie.
Oh, this is controversial.
I don't like it.
Why? What's wrong
I
with
just
it?
don't care about it. I don't believe that they have any chemistry whatsoever.
Okay.
I watched it, and maybe that's controversial,
I think it might be.
but I watched it, and I thought, those two people shouldn't end up together.
They're awful for each
They're
other.
awful for each other. I don't understand.
But, and fair enough, they met each other.
Haven't we all?
Haven't we all met people?
My choice would be, after you start with that, you have to go strong. I would go Notting Hill.
Notting Hill is good.
You've Got Mail.
Oh, Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan.
Better Meg Ryan film.
Yeah.
10 Things I Hate About You is technically a rom-com.
That is a very good one.
I'm going those three.
Have you seen About Time?
I have. That's a really good one too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think About Time is fantastic. And it's heart-wrenching. And, God, sometimes you just need a cry, you know?
It was between, I think, those three and About Time. But I think I just have more love for 10 Things I Hate About You or Notting Hill.
Yeah. 10 Things I Hate About You is unreal.
Yeah.
Like, and it's the amount of things that parody that movie should be an indication of just like how good of a movie it is.
I mean, it's probably not like an Oscar winner, but
No,
it's just it's good crack.
It does what you need.
What it needs to do.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it is exactly what it needs to be. That movie.
Yeah, there's some rom-coms.
There's some rom-coms. We're cultured.
Yeah, I swear. Favorite sequel of all time?
Ooh, Terminator 2.
Oh, I was going to say Dark Knight.
That is a sequel. I never think of it as a sequel.
Yeah, because it's the one thing.
Yeah, Endgame.
Endgame's technically a sequel. It's a two-parter.
Two-parter, man.
Oh, it's between Endgame, Dark Knight and Terminator.
Winter Soldier.
Oh, Winter Soldier's a sequel.
It's a sequel.
Fuck, this is a good list.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's a who's who of sequels.
And Terminator's not a bad show either.
Terminator's pretty good. Dead Man's Chest.
Terminator's not a bad show
Oh,
either.
I thought I could slip that in.
Edward Norton's the Hulk after Ang Lee's the Hulk.
Oh, technically a sequel.
No, it's not.
Incredibles 2?
No.
No,
No.
we'll get into that.
I think it's the Dark Knight or Terminator, maybe.
Terminator 2 is like the best example I can think of a movie doing more but better. I like The Dark Knight. I think it's a good sequel. I still think of that as its own movie.
Yeah, it's not a sequel.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I'll get as a straight up, like, it just has number 2 in the title.
Yeah, if that's the rule.
Yeah. Favourite musical? Let's see now. Let's see how cultured you are.
Oh, yes, I'm not really big on the musicals.
I've got a few here.
Do you have a list of musicals?
No, I've just got 3 ideas that I wrote down
that
I like. A Goofy movie is technically a musical.
Technically a musical.
There's lots of songs in it.
Lots of songs.
Singing in the Rain.
Okay, pretty good.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
And Rocket Man is technically a musical as well.
That's true.
I like Rocket Man as a film.
Not as a song.
No, hate it as a song. Fuck Elton John.
I don't really have an opinion on many musicals. Sometimes I really like to see a musical, but then other times I'm like, just get with the fucking plot.
Yeah, when they start singing for 10 minutes about what they're about to do.
Maybe like The Greatest Showman is fine.
Oh, The Greatest Showman, yeah.
That's a good soundtrack, I would say.
Yeah, it has to be a good movie along with the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Les Mis.
Yeah.
Another Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's Les Mis.
Hugh Jackman's Les Mis.
Or Liam Neeson's Les Mis, where there's no songs.
He was just beating people up.
It was taken, but Les Mis.
I don't know, yeah. There's a few of them. I wouldn't pick Bohemian Rhapsody.
No, I don't think that's a good movie. And I think that story is interesting enough.
Do you know, I watched Bohemian Rhapsody and I thought it's actually not a bad film, but I don't like the director or the way it's shot.
You just don't like the production.
I don't like the production, but I think everybody's bringing their A game on screen, and it's...
Yeah, but you got good actors in it, though.
You have good actors and they're doing well.
Yeah, and if you pay them to do the job that they're good at, they'll do it, like...
Okay, this is a big one, Sean.
Okay.
A movie that had a profound impact on your life.
Ooh,
it's a big one.
It is a big one. I might need a minute to think about that one.
I was going through my head and I couldn't really think of one in terms of like, there's been movies that I come out and go, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But a profound impact on my life would have to be a deeper meaning. So I picked Wolverine Origins as my movie.
Interesting. Care to explain?
It was the first time I ever realised movies could be bad.
That is a profound impact.
You know, I watched it, I don't know what age I was, but it was the first time I remember finishing a movie going, I didn't like that. That was not
That
good.
was bad. I wouldn't like to watch that.
Because I always just, when you're younger, you just assume, well, they made it.
Yeah.
So it has to be good. And every movie's good. And it was just after that I went, well, that's not good. That was bad.
Yeah. That's a really good one to pick. I think I might go 28 Days Later, which is my favourite movie. But also that's kind of the reason I did the course I did in college.
Interesting.
Because that movie was made with like consumer level cameras, because they needed a bajillion of them to shove them up around London. So it was like, you can do big budget movies with very, very low budget equipment. And so I was like, oh, I like that. And then I got into filmmaking, went and did a film degree. And now I do an audio podcast.
About films.
About films.
So next question is, what are any movies or shows in production that you are excited for or keeping track of?
The Witcher season 2.
Oh, good show.
Yeah, looking forward to that a whole lot. Mandalorian season 2. It's a lot of stuff that I liked the first season and I want to see more. I don't know that there's too much kind of original IP in development that I'm keeping tabs on.
I think we naturally kind of have to anyway. That it just comes up
Yeah.
week to week, so you just kind of touch off it. So it's always in the back of your head. But I don't think I would go out my way to find something out about a certain production. Maybe the Batman.
As in like the Gotham.
Just keep up with that.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
Batman.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I getcha. The because that's unfortunately going through a bit of like production hell at the minute with stops and starts and everything like that.
But that first trailer was so good that I feel like that's dragged me in.
Oh yeah, I'm properly invested in that.
But I also don't like keeping up behind the scenes production. Like I don't like that.
Because it ruins so much of the surprises and things like that.
Because I think we are so involved in trailers, and we'll watch a trailer 50 times that you're already desensitized.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take the behind the scenes as well and get that also on board in my brain, because then when I'm in the movie I'll be thinking of everything, whereas what we all want is we'll kind of just go into a movie and just watch it. I just like, this is great.
Yeah, well, that's why I really liked the Suicide Squad teaser that we got, because it's just people talking about the movie and a few kind of shots about it, and it gives you the taste of like, oh, this is the mood we're going for.
Next question is, if you had to pick one minor character to give a movie to, not Nightwing, so that's taking me out, who would you choose and what kind of movie would you like it to be?
Oh, that's interesting, because what defines like a minor character?
Yeah.
Is it's
not Batman and Superman and Captain America?
Yeah,
Iron
maybe they don't have like their own comics run or something like that.
I have two.
Okay.
I cheated. They said not Nightwing. I went Batman Beyond. It's a classic. I think Batman Beyond is, I don't know why they haven't done it.
Yeah.
It would look great.
It's so stylized.
It's so stylized. The suit is amazing. It would look amazing on film. You already have, if you had Batman Beyond and Kevin Conroy playing older Bruce Wayne in the chair,
that is a moneymaker.
and just have a younger actor play Terry McGinnis, I think you could make a lot of money just in terms of Neo Gotham. It would be like Blade Runner 2049 but with Batman.
Oh, that would be so cool.
And my other choice would be Blue Beetle, because I just think that's a cool character that they haven't developed.
That's true. Yeah, you did a report on Blue Beetle.
Jamie Reyes.
Yeah, and he's good friends with Booster Gold too.
That's old Blue Beetle. So Jamie Reyes is the new Blue Beetle.
Oh.
He's younger.
Oh, okay.
And he'd be I think he'd be a lot of fun. He's in Young Justice a lot, season 2, but he's just a really good character that I think there's a lot of money left on the table in a Blue Beetle movie.
Yeah, and there's a lot of room like with that character. You can do a lot with him. Yeah,
because he has a suit. The beetle on his back is attached to his skin. It's called a scarab, and it has a mind of its own.
Right.
And so like sometimes the scarab is like, you should kill all the villains. And he's like, no, I don't want to kill anyone.
No,
I just want to like fight them.
I'm good, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure, because as we all know, I'm a Marvel shill. And so there's a lot of
people have said dickhead.
Dick, who said this?
Oh, but look,
give me names.
I was talking to your family.
Oh no, they've not talked to me. I see. There's been I've been very lucky as a Marvel fan because a lot of minor characters have been kind of thrust into the spotlight.
You get so many movies,
I
Sean.
get so many movies. Not this year.
I don't get any good ones.
You gotta wait for Zack Snyder, dude.
I get Wonder Woman. That's it.
Oh, I thought you were going to keep going there.
No.
I would love a Spider-Gwen solo movie.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be really cool. Or, God, I don't even know. Like I would like a Green Goblin, not an origin movie, but maybe like a series.
An anti-hero film.
I would like Gotham, but good, but about Spider-Man.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Because there's enough villains there that you can just have people pop up.
Yeah.
And just be like, and Norman Osborn can just be the mayor.
And a lot of Spider-Man's villains are just a dude in a suit.
Yeah, exactly. With a theme.
Yeah, he has a team and he's in a suit. Or else it's like a scientist who's taking a weird chemical.
Ah, we love a weird chemical.
I love a weird chemical. So, yeah, I think there's some good ideas. Which superhero suits you most personality-wise?
Oh, God.
I don't know. I don't really... Tim Drake?
Yeah,
he's a bit of a nerd.
Yeah.
He's not very funny.
That tracks.
He's a nerd. He's into puzzles. I like jigsaws.
You love a jigsaw.
I'm a bad for a jigsaw. And he's not the best, but he's grand, like.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Okay, fair enough. I like Spider-Man.
You're not Peter Parker.
No, I'm not at all. I'm one of the like failed clones of Peter Parker.
You're Ben Reilly.
I would be Ben Reilly.
You take Ben Reilly.
Yeah, I'm into science and photography.
And you're a clone.
I'm a clone. What?
What? Sorry, what? Huh? I was talking to your family again.
Say again?
Another one just walks.
Yeah. Just replaces me. It's like the Prestige.
Next question is best film trilogy of all time. Rank them.
Rank all of them?
Rank every trilogy that's ever existed, or just the trilogy you choose?
Ooh. Okay. Return of the King, Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers.
Ooh, good.
Starting from 1 to 3.
Yes. I mean, the easy answer here is the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
But the Dark Knight Rises isn't very good.
True.
He gets back into Gotham, don't know how.
He has time to put a load of petrol on the side of a building.
He falls into a well.
They fix a broken spine with a rope.
They just look at him until he heals.
just sorts itself out, you know.
And his magic knee.
Oh, the magic knee.
That just pops back right back into place.
Just kick through a wall.
Just kick through a wall. Be fine.
It's bad.
But the first two are so good that it might be that. As a trilogy... What else could you really do?
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Captain America.
Yeah, that's a trilogy.
It's got Winter Soldier and Civil War.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
I think Winter Soldier is the best out of all of them.
Yeah. I think I may go Dark Knight, but there are some serious trilogies out there.
Yeah.
My personal list is Begins, how they came out.
How they came out.
Begins, Dark Knight. Dark Knight Rises.
See, I think that's a solid list. I don't think anyone would be mad at hearing that. If you said, oh, Dark Knight Rises is the best one, I think that gets people...
People like Bane, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think that's the weakest. But they had to rearrange everything because Heath Ledger passed away.
Exactly, yeah. It's like it was out of their hands, really.
And actually, this is the last question, Sean. We have reached the finale.
Good God.
Of the Q&A. The question is, what has been the best thing about producing the podcast?
Oh.
What surprised you?
We were really nervous when we launched the Patreon. Because we were like, oh, is anyone gonna, like... Are people gonna go for this?
Because I kept calling you shit.
That's
and that
true.
eventually took off.
And I kept calling myself shit.
Never once you said it back to me.
Not at all. I'm a very polite boy.
I was like skipping around the place.
I'm great, lads. But then, like, to see people supporting us on Patreon was... It's honestly, I still don't believe it, and I'm so thankful that people do.
Yeah.
It's just such a nice thing to do, and we really appreciate it.
Because we're just doing this because we like it, but then people actually like us enough to support us.
Exactly, and like there's people that we see popping up all the time, like commenting and leaving the messages of support and things like that. The people who sent in the questions today, it's mad that they sent in questions.
Yeah, and there was like there was one message from one of our patrons,
Roisin, hero,
during
absolute
the week,
hero.
and it was like such a nice message. I screenshotted and sent it straight to you.
Yeah.
And the two of us were just like, oh my god, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said
in our lives.
And it was just, but that freaks me out because when people say nice things about me, I freak out.
Oh, I don't deserve it.
No, I hate myself.
I am awful.
So I'm just like, no. But yeah, I think that's just an Irish thing. Just like, oh, you look well. Oh, Jesus, this outfit's shite. Like
charity shop.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. And I just think it's so nice when someone actually genuinely just says, "Oh, I really like what you do," and I don't know how to react, but I'm just like, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah, I'm not sure how to react to that either. So if we ever respond with just like a joke, we're not being ungrateful. That's just the best way we can process that.
Yeah, we can't like we were not raised properly.
It's by society.
I think that's just an Irish way.
Oh yeah. Like never like look above your station.
Was there anything that surprised you? Well, the Patreon probably.
The Patreon surprised me. Like that people listen. Even you know. We very much felt like, oh, what if we're just shouting into the void?
Because when we were doing the radio, we felt like we could get more listeners.
Yeah.
And we were doing the radio, take a drink. I haven't been able to say that in ages.
I know, it's been weird.
And we kind of looked at each other and were like, we can do this. Like, we can do our own podcast.
Yeah.
We have it all ourselves. And so we took a chance and we just set this up. And obviously at the start it was slow, as it was every podcast.
Yeah. Well.
Now we have over 5,000 followers on Twitter and nearly over 1,500 on Instagram, and it's just really, really cool to see the support.
Yeah, and just the growth, like.
Yeah, there's at least it's going up. When it starts going down, then we'll have to worry.
That's when we'll have words with each other.
We'll have like your shit. But it's at the minute it's all Daisy. Stop. You're good, buddy.
Oh, I don't know how to respond.
He immediately crossed his arms. I did. I'm protecting myself.
From praise?
Yes. But I think that's it for this week's 100 episode spectacular, Sean.
Thank you all so much for listening to this.
Yeah.
And for listening to any of the last 300 episodes.
Which means 104 is 2 years.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel it.
No.
Feels like a very short space of time.
That's next month. That's pretty cool.
That's going to be cool. We should do a cake or something.
Do you want to do a cake?
Could do a cake.
I'd love a cake.
I'll fucking get you a cake.
Get you 7 cakes.
I'll sort that out. I know that.
Sean, do you want to take us out?
Yes. Thank you all so much for listening to this very special episode of Movie Mondays. We will be back on Wednesday with Weird News Wednesday, Friday with Hero or Zero, and next Monday with another episode of Movie Mondays.
And next Saturday is our Pelp.
It's called Pelp. We're sticking with Pelp.
It's our Patreon exclusive Lazarus Pit where we will be reviewing The Incredibles. If you want to support us over there, it's $5 and you get access to it's $1 for a name in the description, $2 for a shout out in the show, and it's $5 if you want to get extra content. So that's an extra episode every single month of us reviewing an old movie.
Yeah, if you want to get pelped up, we call it here.
No, nobody calls it that.
No, we do. Yeah, so the link to that Patreon is patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast, or there is a link to that in the description. Big thank you goes out to all of our patrons over on Patreon. Charlotte Williams, Ciara Lawler, David Clarke, Ed Ball, Joe Burney, Ray Ging, Roisin Hally, Ryan Evanson and Sean Jamieson. Thank you all seriously so much for your continued support. We hope you're enjoying it, and if you ever want to get in contact with us, Patreon's the way to do it. Email us heroesforhire_@outlook.com, or we're on all the social medias. But the most important way you can ever support the show is by telling one human being that we exist.
Just the one, please.
Just, please.
No, seriously. Fucking guy, please.
Remember what we said about praise?
Whoa, we hate it.
Oh, we hate it. We can't do it.
Someone send us some hate mail.
We haven't got hate mail in ages.
I love it.
We got one a while ago.
We're so weird. I love hate mail.
I love when people reaffirm what I think about myself.
You know what? You're dead right. You're dead right.
Fucking good point raised.
Thanks, ma'am. So I've been Ciara Lawler.
I've been Sean Mead.
I'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.